It's a case of he said, she said, a New Jersey teen, one from my neck of the woods. She's suing her parents for living expenses in high school and college tuition. Now, she says they kicked her out of the home. The parents say she ran away from the home. It's kind of a big mess, but it's playing out in the national media. So just, I guess, going back in history, can you think of another time where a parent and kid were in this type of situation?
It happens a lot with celebrities. A lot of times celebrities make a lot of money as they're young. Their parents are handling their funds. When they get older, they think the parents mishandled the funds. They want to hold their parents accountable. There's other instances too.
Well, I guess let's talk about in terms of the state of Georgia. What do you legally have to do to emancipate yourself?
Generally, you have to show that you're capable of sustaining yourself both financially and emotionally. So if you have a child who's a child star or has this great inheritance, but not able really to take care of their own needs, then they wouldn't be able to emancipate. But if the child does have to have the financial resources to sustain themselves, and they have to have the perceived ability, at least in the court's eyes.
So that being said, if this case were being tried in Georgia, you know, as a lawyer, what would you do? Would you think that the judge would side with the child in this case?
No, in this case, the child is already over 18. So the child is actually suing the parent for trying to continue on the education. Now, it's a private school education that the child developed. Apparently started when she was younger than 18, and then continued on after she was 18. Well, for the period of time she was in school under 18 and the parents signed that contract, they will be held to whatever contract they signed. So as far as the child going after something, it has to either be via contract or be a statute. And a child at 18 has no rights against another adult, whether it's their parent or not, unless it's via contract.
What about living expenses, though?
Living expenses, once a child turns 18, a parent is not responsible for that, unless it's in a divorce decree. If they contracted with the other spouse and they were obligated to the other spouse as a part of what that divorce settlement was, they're obligated. If they contracted with the school to pay the tuition, they're still obligated. The child was under 18 and was not able to contract with the school.
Tough precedent for this judge to set, huh?
Well, yeah, I think the main thing is the child's not going to be entitled to anything based on being 18 and wanting their parent to take care of them, but they will be entitled. I think in this particular case, there's a trust involved. That is contractual. So whatever that trust dictates will be required as well.
All right, Jay, always interesting to hear his opinion. And remember, you can catch Jay on It's the Law Weekend Edition every Saturday at 3. We're on My 41.2 and Sundays at 6 right here on 41 NBC. And if you've got a legal question for Jay, send me an email to amanelli@41nbc.com. And of course, he will answer it right here on the news at 6.